Woman who walks outside to find her cat looks up and freezes in her tracks. As the country's biggest state, Alaska is known for its wild, untouched frontiers and countless animal species roaming its forests. Even in major cities like Anchorage, you never know what creatures you'll come across in the great Alaskan outdoors. After all, much of this amazing state remains relatively remote, especially in comparison to other states that have gone to great lengths to build up and industrialize the land. Maybe that's why some of the animals in Alaska seem so strange to us humans. One woman named Pam Ouse knows this better than most, based on her experiences at her home in Unalaska, Alaska. When she recently found her cat Gizmo playing on her porch, she couldn't help but notice that he brought some new friends along to join in on the fun. Alaska is America's biggest state, and it's by far one of the most beautiful. It's known for its wild forests and variety of unique wildlife. It's truly a must-see destination for anyone who enjoys traveling to new and exciting places. Pam Ouse, a resident of Unalaska, Alaska, was used to seeing all sorts of amazing wildlife around her home. On one particular day, however, she heard strange noises outside that she didn't recognize. She assumed it was probably an animal, but she couldn't be sure. She decided to slowly peer out onto her porch and see what was causing the commotion. The first thing she saw was one of her cats, Gizmo, who was hanging out on a bin near the siding. He looked back at her with a very relaxed gaze. It couldn't have been him that was causing the noise. He was simply minding his own business. Pam's other cat, Suitcase, was nowhere in sight at first. Pam was slightly concerned since both Gizmo and Suitcase usually stayed close to each other when they were outdoors. But, much to Pam's relief, Suitcase quickly came bounding up onto the porch within a few moments. All in all, it seemed like an average day for some snow-loving cats. Pam had no idea what exactly caused the unusual commotion a few minutes earlier. Then she turned her attention to the other side of her porch, and that's when she saw something that amazed her. Pam couldn't help but stare in awe at the sight. There on the wooden railing was a beautiful bald eagle, whom she named, appropriately, Mr. Eagle. She could even see Mr. Eagle's partner on the lamppost at the end of the driveway. But that wasn't all. Joining Gizmo, Suitcase, and Mr. Eagle on the porch was a fluffy little fox. He initially seemed a bit shy when Pam first stepped outside, but he quickly warmed up to the attention he was getting from his new human friend. The fox didn't seem to mind hanging out with two cats and a bird of prey at all. Pam had seen a lot of interesting wildlife interactions during her years she lived in Alaska, but this was by far the most unique and adorable. Our fox and eagles and cats basically get along just fine here, wrote Pam. They aren't always out to attack and kill each other. Despite their peaceful get-togethers, Pam did admit that they might bicker over scraps of food, but that was about it. Evidently, Gizmo, Suitcase, Mr. Eagle, and the fox are quite used to one another. Hopefully, this friendship will continue to flourish for years to come. Share this remarkable scene from nature with your friends below.